Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.
London is such a historical city. There's history everywhere you look. There's Nelson's Column, built as a monument to one of Britain's great admirals and his important victory. He won the Battle of Trafalgar in 1805.
I'm looking forward to seeing Westminster Abbey, where many historical figures are buried, like Isaac Newton, the great mathematician, and Winston Churchill, the great wartime leader.
Nearby, on the banks of the Thames, there's the statue of Boudica. She fought the Romans when they invaded Britain.
Women have often played an important role in British history. Queen Elizabeth I built a navy strong enough to fight off the Spanish Armada in 1588. More recently, Margaret Thatcher transformed British society in the 1980s.
She was a very controversial leader. Are we going to visit the famous Tower of London later?
There's a lot to see there. Perhaps we should go tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to seeing the famous castle and prison. Many historic figures were imprisoned there in the past. I really want to see the crown jewels too.
I've seen them before. They're quite incredible. If you want to see historical figures in London, there's one place you have to go.
Where's that? Oh, I know. Madame Tussauds The Waxworks Museum.
There you can see British leaders, entertainers, criminals, and royalty.
Sometimes, it's hard to know who belongs in each section of the museum.
When were you born, may I ask?
On the 20th of May 1963.
Do you know what it was according to the lunar calendar?
27th day of the 4th month.
By the way, could you tell me when the film will begin?
It will begin at 5:30.
I am afraid I can't be there on time.
You can see it tomorrow.
I don't want to miss it today. I can't believe it. I had faith in Bob and he let me down.
I know what you mean.
Really?
Yes, he did the same to me.
For the 100th anniversary of the opening of the library, we are going to have a party.
That's a wonderful way to celebrate this grand old library.
I hoped you would be willing to brainstorm with me for party ideas.
That is right up my alley. You say party and I'm there.
Perfect. It will be open to the public and we anticipate roughly about 500 to 700 people.
Will it be an all-day event?
Yes. And we checked with the city and we have permission to use the park adjacent to the library.
That was quick thinking.
I cannot understand why she always helps and supports her brother.
Why do you say so?
Because he is often in trouble.
She has promised her mother that she would be with him through thick and thin.
Oh, I see.
Are you ready to go the concert?
Yes. Should we go there by bus so we aren't late?
Actually, why don't we go there by bike? We could get stuck in traffic if we travel by bus in rush hour.
That's true. Cycling is good for our environment, too. Let me just get my helmet then.
Is your helmet comfortable?
Not really, but I liked the design, so I got it.
Maybe you should think about getting a round helmet. They're better.
I'll think about it.
Is that your new bicycle?
Yes, my father gave it to me for my birthday. Do you like it?
It's the newest 10-speed cycling mountain bike. These are really expensive.
Nothing but the best from my dad. I like everything about it except for the brakes. They are a bit sticky.
I can fix those for you. Is there anything else wrong with it?
Well, my saddle is too low for me. Do you know how to change the height?
That's easy. It's important to have the saddle high enough so that your legs can extend fully when you are on your bicycle.
Is that why my knees have felt sore after every time I've ridden my bike?
It's possible. Give me a minute and I can fix these for you and then we can go.
I am sorry. I didn't accomplish the job on time.
That's all right. Everyone feels under the weather sometimes. Just finish the rest when you feel well.
What would you reckon the taxing increases?
Well, the state will benefit a lot, I suppose.
But what do most people think about it?
It's hard to say.
Bill, how can you hear so happy today?
Aha! I've read of my roommate. I made a move today.
Really? What was the matter?
You knew Brain Locker?
Brain locker? No, I don't think so. What does he look like?
Well, he's thin and tall. He has brown hair, a Holt nose, green eyes and wearing glasses.
I've seen him a couple of times, I think.
Mandy, would you like to come for dinner tonight?
Dinner? Where?
At the new Five Spices restaurant in Chaoyang.
What kind of food do they serve?
It's Asian fusion. I heard it's delicious.
Oh really? That sounds lovely.
Hello, Jack here.
Hello, Jack. It's Mary. What are you doing in your office?
I am working. I often work late on Thursdays. I am busy this week.
Would you like to come and have dinner with us on Friday?
Tomorrow? No. I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to. I'm going out of the town on business.
What about Saturday?
Sorry. I never go out on Saturday evening. I always watch football on Saturday evening.
Will you come round next Tuesday?
Next Tuesday? Just a moment. It will be the 21st of May. Oh, dear. I promised my aunt I would be at her birthday party.
What do you say to next Wednesday then?
Let me see. Yes, Mary. Let's make it next Wednesday.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Do you like cooking?
Yes, I do it a lot. But I don't like doing dishes. What about you? Do you like cooking and then cleaning up afterwards?
To be honest, I don't really like doing either one. I can't cook and I hate cleaning.
Suppose you have to do one of the two. Which do you prefer?
I would rather do the dishes than cook.
I prefer the absent. The way I see it, to do the dishes is boring.
Let's make a deal.
What?
I'm going to buy some vegetable and you cook.
Will you do the dishes after the meal?
Fair enough. What a wonderful party. I had a good time. How about you?
I enjoyed myself, too.
Shall I give you a ride home?
Yes, if it's not too much of a trouble.
It's no trouble at all because your house is on the way to my place.
That's great. Let's go.
Is your city a historical place?
Not Raleigh. 200 years ago, it was just a small insignificant village.
How did it grow into such a large place?
Large deposits of coal were found nearly and so many industries located themselves here. The village quickly grew into a key industrial center.
As the city grew, it must have absorbed many villages nearby.
Yes, it did. The names of those villages survive as the names of parts of the city.
I see. Are there any building more than 200 years old in your city?
Oh, yes. Several of the buildings from the villages still survive. Many of them were inns for travelers and today survive as pubs. There was a castle near one village, so our city has a castle too.
Really? So your city does have some old history after all.
Following our free educational materials, you learn English in a great way with ease and efficiency.